So the LA Fit Expo was last weekend, and unfortunately I wasn't able to make it, but there was a lot of amazing matches that occurred, and one of the standout things was Larry Wheels was there competing, and he looked super incredible. I want to take a look at some of these matches to give my thoughts on them. First here is against Dallas Langston. Now I've gone against Dallas on the right. I beat him on the right. I haven't faced him on the left in a tournament. So, but he's very strong. He actually beat Derek Smith recently on the left, which is a big win for him to beat Derek Smith as a guy who's probably about 210 pounds or something like that, I'm pretty sure. So here's him going against Larry Wheels. This is his first match right here. And Larry just crunches right down, back pressure, takes the hand, separates him straight to the pad. Pretty simple pin. It's kind of funny to look at the reaction on this. Look in the background here. That's my boy Heraclio right there. Look at his reaction. He's like, oh shit. They're like, damn. Look at Oleg. Everyone's like, damn, Larry really just did that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mika there as well. Some badass arm wrestlers in the crowd here. But yeah, Larry just with the easy pin on Dallas, that's a good statement right there. That really shows where he's at. Now let's go forward to his next match. His next match was here against Vrej, who's a world champion Armenian from, I think, 80 kilograms or maybe... I believe it's 75 or 80 kilogram world champion. And he's known for having an extremely strong left, that is Vrej. So here's Larry's second match here. Now Vrej sets that hook there where he gets in this position, but you can just tell by the look on his face that he is definitely having to exert a lot of effort. This isn't a walk in the park against Larry. And I've heard Larry's left is actually a stronger arm as well. But Vrej has him in the hook right here. So he's able to catch his hit, hold it off for a couple seconds, and now he's going on the offensive here, getting Larry stretched out on his bicep. And he gets the win. But just for him to even be able to make Vrej work that hard is definitely a statement. I mean, the guy is an absolute monster. Vrej, that is. Larry, of course, too, obviously. Here's Larry's third match against Alex. So he stops his hit and then he brings it back for the pin. Alex here thinks it's a pin, but it didn't look to me like it was a pin by him. We can go back in slow motion. Don't see that as a pin. Larry cups him in. Look at that wrist flexion there. He's stretched out and he still has that strong wrist flexion. And bicep. I mean, to be able to catch that and then right to the pad. Very impressive stuff by Larry there. It's definitely goes to show that he's improving significantly. I think that's the main takeaway from this. So let's go to his next match. All right, here's him versus Mega Mike. Mega Mike's a fucking beast, known for having a stronger right arm. I will say I have beat Mike on the left, have not beat him on the right. So let's see how Larry does against Mike here. They get into the strap. Larry looks very comfortable. Wow, Mike is already, before the go, looking like he's a bit uncomfortable with the setup. And Larry just takes him straight to the pad. Strong pin right there. Here's his last match on the left here against Big Tony. Now Tony, again, I've gone against Tony as well. I went against him in the Olympia and he beat me. Super strong hand, super strong top roll. The way to beat him is by hooking. You'll see Vrej is able to hook him and get him stretched out, but attacking his hand is going to be very difficult, and you'll see Larry here attempts to attack his hand, and you'll see how it turns out. just right to the pad from Tony. His hand is super strong. I think if Larry would have shot in and been able to set a hook, he might have had a better chance. But still, this is a very tough opponent for him, especially considering Larry is still somewhat new to the sport, only been doing it 2-3 years, something like that. It looks like he's taking it more serious now, which is fantastic. So losing to him is not a shot by any means. He's obviously proven that he's improved by some of the wins here and just his overall recent performances, which is awesome. So shout out to Larry for, you know, staying more consistent with the arm wrestling, it seems, and being very passionate about it. That's awesome. It's only helping to grow the sport as well as his abilities in the sport. I mean, he could be a champion one day. He definitely has the genetics to do so. I think that's unquestionable. So that was it for him on the left. That was it from Larry on the left arm at the tournament, but there were some after pulls here which we can take away some information as far as his progression. Here he's going against Eli Saidov, who's like a super strong arm wrestler at about 90 kilograms, something like that, maybe 80 kilograms. And he just looks very comfortably pulling through his hook there, top pulling out of his hook.
Now looks the chance.
Just absolutely stonewalling Ricky. Ricky's like 160 pounds. So, I mean, it's not too surprising, but. Here's Nick going against Nick. Easily takes his hand. Now here's him against Oleg, absolute monster. Again, Larry is a lot heavier, but Oleg is a seasoned, high-level professional arm wrestler. So.
We'll edit all his wins.
There you see him top rolling through Oleg's hand. They're going in the strap here on the right. Larry looks pretty comfortable here. Once again, pretty comfortably stopping Oleg's hit and pinning him in practice here. He looks a lot more well-connected, I will say, Larry. He's getting less separated on his bicep and more learning how to keep the pronation engaged, which is huge. I mean, he's really starting to dial it in. Here's him against Alex Top Roll, another super strong arm wrestler. By the way, shout out to Armwrestling TV from Alex Top Roll for the footage. I'm going to put the link in the description, as well as this is footage from Armtube with Nick Postel from California. So I'll put the links in the description to where you can watch these videos. There, Alex takes his hand there. Does it again. But when Larry is able to stop that pronation and engage his power, he's not getting top rolled. There he is getting top rolled again, but
Finally burned out.
finally burned out, he said. So I mean, everyone's going against Larry here. This is just practice. So the main takeaway are some of the big wins that he had in the tournament, which is fantastic. And I hope Larry keeps it up. He's moved to California apparently, so hopefully we see him at some of the tournaments in the region. That'll be fantastic to see him compete more often down here. It'd be awesome.
I'm not burned down, fresh. Another 10 rounds at least.
Here's Larry going against him on the left. Very comfortable. Very comfortable once again. Here's against Alex. Alex is a very strong left arm at 160 pounds.
5 minutes, I promise.
Slipping out.
This is the last couple pulls, that's it.
There he goes right over for the pin. So there you have it. Those were some training and some matches from Larry Wheels. He's looking fucking like he's improved a lot, which is fantastic. Keep it up, Larry. What do you guys think on this? Do you guys think he's going to be a future champion one day if he takes it serious? At what weight do you think he'll be? You think he'll be a super heavyweight champion, or do you think he'd be cutting the 242 or even, you know, 230? What weight do you think he would compete at? For me, I mean, I think he's around 250 right now. So I think if he could cut to 240, he would be, you know, he could be one of the top guys given the next 5 years of consistent training. I don't know how serious he is, but it looks like he's a lot more serious recently. So hopefully we see him competing soon. That's it for the video. Hit like, hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, talking about arm wrestling, everything arm wrestling on this channel. All 2023, everything arm wrestling. I'm going to be uploading a bunch of videos, competing, showing my matches, as well as reacting to stuff in the arm wrestling world. I want the sport to grow. That's my goal. It certainly is. And if I can have some small part in that, that's fantastic. So thank you for watching. That's it for the video. More coming soon.